Hello students, warm wishes of the day. Hope you all are doing well. As you all know, today is Baisakhi, so I wish you all happy Baisakhi. Now we start today's session of your subject Information Technology. In our last session, we studied about networking fundamental, in which we could know the meaning and definition of computer network. We studied about the type of networking architecture like peer-to-peer networking architecture and client-server architecture. We studied about the type of network. There are basically three major type of networking. These are local area network or LAN, metropolitan area network or MAN, or wide area network or WAN. We also could know about the meaning and definition of internet. Now, in our today's session, we will do some practical work, and our today's topic is how to set margin and orientation of a page in MS Word. For this, first you have to know what is page margin and what is page orientation. First, we will know about page margin. A margin is the space between the text and edge of our document. Let's see. This is our document. Look at the mouse cursor. This is mouse cursor. This is the edge of the page. This is called edge of the page. This is the left edge. And this is the main text. This one is the main text. And the space, this space, the space between the main text and the edge. The space between the main text and edge. This space is called margin. This is the left margin. This is called top margin. This is called right margin, and this is bottom margin. The space between the paper edge and main text is called margin of the page. And the second one is page orientation. Now we will know what is page orientation. Page orientation is the direction in which a document is displayed or printed. The two basic type of page orientation are vertical type of orientation is called portrait and horizontal type of orientation is called landscape. Now we will know how to set these two for a page in MS Word. Look there, this is the home window of MS Word. Now, to set the page margin and orientation, just place the mouse cursor over the menu page layout. This is page layout menu. Then click on that. You can see margin, orientation, size, column, breaks, line number, and other options. Now you have to click Page Setup Launcher icon. This is the Page Setup Launcher icon. Click on Page Setup Launcher icon. A dialog box, Page Setup dialog box will appear. You can see by default margin of the page, top margin, left margin, bottom margin and right margin. You can customize all these margins. Suppose you have to set top margin by 2, then you can write over here 2, or you can do this by clicking up or down arrow. This is up arrow, this is down arrow. You can see similarly you can adjust left margin, you can set bottom margin, you can set right margin. You can also see the preview of your page. This preview of your page is showing actually what's happening with your document when you make changes in margin of your page. Just see, when we change the bottom margin of your page, you can see the space of text and edge of page. We are increasing the margin of bottom. You can see the space also increasing between text and edge of page. Similarly, when we decrease the right margin of page, you can see the space of text and is also decreased. Now the second thing is orientation. As I told you earlier, there are basically two types of orientation: portrait or vertical orientation and landscape or horizontal orientation. You can choose either portrait orientation or landscape orientation for your document. Look at the preview. By default, portrait orientation is selected. When you choose landscape orientation, you can see the preview also changed. After making all the changes, click on OK button. So in this way, you can set page margin and orientation of your page in MS Word. Hope you enjoyed today's session. Good day. God bless you.